Hi guys, today I would like to explain you how to use social media. That would be the level basically for beginners to the mid close to advanced. So how you use social media, it's very important because it's your spiritual voice that deserves to be heard. And I prepared a special presentation for you that I'm going to share with you all the apps you can use, all the steps you must do to create an impact. And the objective is to get an engagement. The more people can see you, the more people can interact with you, because Instagram is very smart now. It can actually register and record how many people looked at your post, and more than that, how much time they spend there. So basically, the more likes you get, the more comments you get, the more engagement you get, then Instagram is showing your stuff to other people who are not familiar with you yet. But what happens when you don't do it often, when you don't use Instagram often? What happens? It doesn't even show your own post to your own followers. So that's why it's very, very important. But before, I'd like you to just to have a basic, understanding. So Instagram, and I'll go back now to my presentation, and I'm going to share with you the screen. So Instagram consists of I'm just looking at my presentations right now. It's a various files, PowerPoint. Right. So I'm going to share with you my desktop, which is, minimize that. So I'm going to start with my presentation, which is recent. So it's Insta workshop, right? Yeah, and now we're ready. So the very first, I'm going now slideshow. Yeah. Right, can you see the first picture? I hope you can. Slideshow, play from the start. That's it. So why go Insta? Well, first of all, Instagram was created to connect people and to connect creative ideas. And why, so Instagram is not forgiving for bad quality pictures. So if you would like to present yourself on Instagram, make sure that your pictures and everything that you do, it actually captures and gathers attention, because you are competing with, now with people who do put the quality content. And if, for example, I'm looking at good quality pictures, such as these cute dogs, right, who are dressed like in glasses and ties and everything, and if I can see the picture next to it that is blurred and bad quality, I'm unlikely to click on it, even if it has like a striking headlines. Also, like Instagram currently is having 1 billion users, and so we have two major channels to make an impact. We must upload stories and we must write posts. So stories, they will disappear basically in 24 hours. So the post will always stay. So everything that you post, they should have like a theme. That should have some similarity, some design, something that actually shows and highlights you. Like, so when they can just basically look at your posts that you write, and they can see, oh, hey, if you're a shop, they would know what you're selling. If you're a coach, they would know what you stand for, or what do you coach about. So it's very important that if you're uploading videos, you must have the cover to explain what this video is all about. And if it's a picture, ideally it should also have like a writing, what are you going to talk about it. So for example, if you're coaching businesses, businesses, how to, for example, improve cash flow, when you write whatever picture, on the top it should have like a label, like, hey guys, how to increase, or how to whatever, right? So then if you build up your following up to 10,000 followers, then in your stories you can actually add the link, and you can run advertising, and also you can collaborate with other followers who, for example, who can give you a shout out, or who can send a link to your account. So the more active you are on Instagram, the more favorable it is for you. And that's how it's easier to grow like followers organically. That's why it's very important. Like if, for example, we call it a dirty account, if you used to buy followers, it's very important to get rid of them because it reduces your visibility. So what are bots, or what are the followers you want to actually unfollow? So if you can see that people who follow you, they follow more than 1,000 people, you can actually click on the button. It's like 3 dots next to their name, and it gives you the option to remove the follower. Or you can also write them a private message and say, hey, would you be so kind to reduce your followers, you know, to make it less than 1,000, so the Instagram can actually recognize you as a user rather than as a bot. So, and usually people, you know, like they're quite, you know, quite thankful, you know, if you just remind them that they should follow less people. So you shouldn't be personally following more than 1,000 accounts as well. Otherwise, Instagram would think that you are the bot as well. Also, what are the differences between the business and the private account? So like the next page would highlight that. Well, first of all, we have 5 types of Instagram accounts. We have a blogger, so when you write about your life. We have a public account. For example, like public, it's something like if you like conspiracy theory, you can create an account when you write everything about conspiracy theories. Or if you like Marilyn Monroe, you can just open up a public account and dedicate your account to her. So that's something, you know, you can create irrespectively of your business. Also, we have a pro account, which is recommended for coaches, for trainers. We also have shops, like if basically you have a product to sell, and we also have a commercial account. Usually that's for big factories. So the difference, the main difference between the personal and the business account, the business account, you can see analytics and you can see the engagement. For example, you can see how effective, you know, your hashtags are, how many people engaged with your post because of the hashtags, how many people came from other accounts, how many people looked at your posts who were not subscribed to you. The business account give you that analytics, and also business account, you can only link to one Facebook account, which is like your business page. So with personal account, you can go on private. With personal account, you can link it to several accounts. That's an option is not available for business. And they really would like to separate like them too. Also with business account, you have obviously ad capabilities. So, and you can see who follows you, demographics, you know, like it can actually show you, do you have more female or male followers? And then when you're running the ads, you can actually say, hey, you know, like I would like this ad to be run to like for females between 24 and 55 demographics, for example, such and such area. So then we're getting technical. And usually if you click big cities, you know, you're likely to be lost. So you have to be very specific or you know, of who your avatar is. So that's referring back to, we had a conversation today with Lisa Lieberman, who told us how important it is to have an avatar of your client. And so you have to know their pain points. What do they read? What do they like? Because Instagram gives you that opportunity, and it gives you that option that you can actually select, you know, like who do you target, and then create your ad specially to target them. And then I'll be explaining you later the importance of writing the hashtag. So when, for example, I have a client, and let's say her name is Samantha, you know, I'm thinking if I'm Samantha and, you know, like, and I have a challenge or a problem, you know, what I would be typing to look for an answer. So these words would become your hashtags. That's how you could be discovered. So, and when you understand Samantha, what she writes, what she reads, where she goes, so if for you it would be very easy to create not only the hashtag, but also geotags, and also to go to the accounts where Samantha is likely to be residing, a comment there and get their attention. So, we have 2 major ways to use the Insta. With stories, you can post as often as you like. Stories will disappear in 24 hours. Stories are exceptional to show or to highlight who you really are, the backstage fun, you know, and it's not as demanding as to good quality videos or pictures, unlike the post. So Instagram would be unforgiving to bad quality pictures, because people just wouldn't click on it, they wouldn't look at it. So they really demand good quality pictures, and pictures that want you to look there. And I'll explain you also a couple of life hacks, how to make your pictures strike and to get attention. So we have different types of the posts. So we have, you can post a picture. Ideally, the general rule for the picture, that picture should derive attention. So the picture, how it gets visibility, if it's something interesting. One of the life hacks, you can add like, for example, McDonald's logo there. For example, if you are like one of the pictures that got like 2 million views, it was a beautiful bride just eating like McDonald's, right? Everybody could recognize McDonald's and to see the wife being hungry. So people wanted like to look and click on it. So you can include other famous logo next to a picture, or you can use collages. Collages always get lots of likes and views as well, to show, for example, before and after, and or do's and don'ts. So that usually gets attention because people always want to know how. So also pictures of the drawings. It's just like a recent 2020 trend. You can, whatever you do, if like people just like seeing like the drawings, so you can use that. Also, you can use video, and how you, with the video, so there is two differences. So with video post, it's limiting only for 1 minute. But if you have video longer than 1 minute, it can be 15 minutes or above, it can be an hour. Usually it's great for educational videos or to basically to deliver your message. Then when you go to the plus to upload your video, it gives you an option to go to INSTA, to IGTV. So what IGTV is just like a channel where that you can share on Facebook. And that's when you can have like a longer message. Basically, you just record your video on your phone, and then you can just upload it straight to Instagram. But make sure that your cover for your IGTV has like a clear message that, for example, like right on the video, select a picture that says, what is that IGTV about? Why do I have to watch it? It's very important. And if you go live, always do an announcement in terms of like, hey guys, I'm going live, for example, on Saturday at 9 o'clock, we are going to talk about such and such. Like, please, tag your friends who need to hear that. So create some build up and then go live. Also, there are two options. You can go live on a story, or you can do it live on IGTV. So when you go live on the story, you can actually add people as well. And before you go into live, there is an option in the setting to save your live video. So how you do it, then automatically your live would be saved, and then you can share your live video on your YouTube channel, or you can upload it to your IGTV. So it doesn't disappear, so it stays. Like if you have any more questions, like, specifically, hey, I want to do such and such, please feel free to reach out to me, and I'll be more than happy just to guide you step by step. So also, what gets attention? Subtitles. And I'll show you the app later, how to add subtitles to your video. So because people usually, when they watch it, especially when they're on a train, they don't actually hear it, they prefer to read it. So that's another way just to add more viewers, to get more engagement. Also, picture slide, amazing. So if you have, for example, 4, 3, 2 pictures, what Instagram does, after the first picture, as soon as people start clicking on it and they really like it and you have some engagement, people start commenting. So what happens, then the Instagram will start showing you second picture. So that's also like a good way to to alternate. So it can be 1 picture, it can be 2 to 3 pictures. So you can do both actually. So next one, stories. Stories, they actually get 70% of the total Instagram. So you can go live, and live you can see people commenting, you can add people what I do, I add people, and I let them actually ask me questions live, and everybody can watch it, how I work with people. And that's how I create engagement, and that's how they can see my work. And I always, you know, try to add value. And people, when they can see how, you know, like not everybody is confident to go live with me and ask a personal question, but then when they can see how I work with other people, you know, like that gives them, you know, an incentive to sign up with me for private coaching, or to be part of their online marathon, because I'm always trying to get the engagement. What is boomerang? Boomerang is just like a quick video. If you blow a kiss, like it just gives you like, it just goes backwards and forwards. It's like a couple of seconds. It's just like a fun way, again, to show you. Also, with whether you do stories or posts, make sure always call to action on the stories. When you go to add to a story, so if you see our Instagram profile, on the very top you see a circle with your picture. You click on that circle, it's like a little plus, and you go, and it will be your story. So then you can see a little square with a smiley man. If you go there, it gives you an option to set up the timer. If you have, for example, a live event or a masterclass, right? You can set a timer, like a countdown. So people who are interested in that, they will click on it and they will add it to their calendar. So they will get a constant reminder when it's starting. So what else is there? Also, we have the like location. It's very important when you add a story, every story, please add your location, your geo tag. Also, if it's a writing, always add GIF. Give something that is sparkling, something that is moving. People love it. And with a GIF, you can write on the search on top any word, whatever you want. Like if it's a painting, it can be a painting, and it will give you like so many GIFs. So that is amazing. Also, you can create now your own GIF, and there are like apps like TikTok that if you don't want to use it as a user, you can use it just as an app to create GIFs and like funny videos. It has so many more options. So also stories, whatever you do, always get them engaged. It also has like, for example, it's like a poll, right? So you can ask them a question, and they can, and ask them, for example, like, do you like, you know, do you prefer to be outside or inside, right? And instead of saying yes and no, you can even put the emoji, for example, of outdoors or home. It's just an example. Or you can ask them, so like pick 3 of these, like what's your favorite? Or you can ask them, ask me a question, and then you can publish all of your answers. So don't, when you do a story or a post, always think, I want them to comment, or I want them to save the post, or I would like them to actually like it. For example, you must always finish with a question, like, for example, like if you agree, or tag a friend who needs it, or I need your advice, guys. So these questions must be like in stories or in the post, both. Whatever you do, just to keep them engaging and keep them commenting, because when you get engaged your own followers, then Instagram understands that your content is interesting, and then it starts showing your stuff to other people who are not your followers yet. And this is the best way, because when you pay for followers, they are likely to unsubscribe, or they actually reduce your visibility. I don't recommend ever to buy followers. Or if you do collaboration with other bloggers, what happens usually, you get these free followers, sort of like not free because you pay for it, but then the thing is like they unsubscribe after their promotion is finished. So I recommend you to grow yourself organically with consistently. 1 story a day, or you can do 5, 6 stories, it doesn't matter. But in terms of post, it should be like 1 post a day, or not more often than 4 hours. It just doesn't work with Instagram, because if you do posts more often than 4 hours, then your second post would get more likes than the first post ideally should get, and the first post would be less likely seen by your own followers and other people. So yeah. Why do you need to do stories? Stories is a great way, because like, why don't I recommend, for example, to hire a marketing company who will do it for you? sometimes you look at the account that has like 90,000 followers, right? And then it's so not personal. It's just like this motivational or still pictures with quotes, and nobody wants to see that. So these days people want to see you, real you. That's why you go in a story. So like if you would like to have like some guidance, or you know, somebody who's helping you, I would prefer you to be an active learner. For example, even if somebody, you can always ask me as well. I'm here to help, here to support. Like for example, hey, you know, I'd like to do posts, like, you know, like what are the best ways, and then, you know, they teach you as you go. So basically, if that company or person who is teaching you, if they disappear, you're confident enough that you can do it on your own, because they can't do stories for you, they can't do videos for you, because it's you. So like, I would like you to fall in love and get in state before you do anything on Instagram, because people can feel you too. They can feel your love. And at the end of the day, when you focus on you, we all know that we are suffering. So share the joy with others. Think how I would like to make them feel, and come with that feeling, because whatever you feel, they would feel. That's how it works. And I can't emphasize enough, you know, like that how gifted you are, and your gift deserves to be shared with the rest of the world, and your voice deserves to be heard, because this is the voice of truth. So the next one. So that's how usually their basic Instagram page looks like. So why people make a mistake? You see this circle. In that circle, it should be your profile picture. Please don't do the waist down or the full body or somewhere blurry or non-professional picture, because it's not going to work. So your face should be visible. It should be your headshot, professional headshot. Also, I will share with you later the app that can actually cut you out from the whole picture, so that you can use this app just to do a good face shot. So like very rarely the profile just works. Please don't look sideways, or don't look sideways or down. Like it should be like a straight look to the camera, smiling, non-smiling, but you know, and that should see your face. Then on the very top, don't write a story. So the very top, when you can see a little dog in a camera, this is basically a bullet points, who you are, what you do, like entrepreneur, boom, like whatever you do to add value. Like I help, you know, families to be passionate, boom. Like, you know, I cut out the bullshit, boom. So like you would have an emoji, and then you would have like, you know, a statement about you. And please have call to action. You can see on the very top, it's like a little arrow. So it should be not linked to your Facebook. It shouldn't be a link to your Facebook or LinkedIn. You know, ideally it should be somewhere, if you're a coach, somewhere where they can sign up for coaching with you, for the group coaching with you, or if it's a blogger, somewhere where they can see more info about you. But you must have something to send them for, to get them engaged. Basically this now what you can see on the screen, it's like your monthly calendar. So when you have and you think about your posts, please think of them in advance. So you have to have 4 types of posts. Like some posts should be for fun, some for information, some for selling. And you know, like don't do face. Also alternate, like this post is a face, this is a half body, this is a full body, and this is now like my, for example, information template with a quote. If it's a template with a quote, please just pick one theme so it's consistent. If it's one color, one font, one design, and just use that. And you know, like when you pick one font and one picture, it's very easy. Like as soon as you agree on something, then somebody will just give you that template. You have this template already, then you just like use the same font just to write whatever. You add your logo there, your little signature, and then they can see, you know, like the consistency. Then it looks good overall as a scroll. And as you can see here, so like everything that you do, for example, if it's fun, think, what would you like them? Would you like them to comment on it? Would you like them to like it? Would you like them to tag it? Would you like them to share it? Or would you like them to save it? And command this action at the very end. Yeah, when you do the stories, by the way, please hide the hashtags, because when you do the story, hashtags are annoying. So you can just with your fingers write the hashtags, minimize them and hide them, or you can do the same color as the whole post so they're not visible, or just reduce them to the amount that they can see it all. And as I said, like with the story, try to use like you know, if it's just a writing, try to use something that's moving, kind of make it fun, right? Always clean your account regularly from people who follow 1,000 and more. It will increase your visibility. Also, please use hashtags and geotags on the pictures. And now we go further. Yeah, also I hear say that pictures must use triggers. So on the pictures, please don't hold, you know, don't touch the wall, don't touch the curtains. These pictures are big no-no with hands on the face. It's kind of too cliche. So people on Instagram, they want to see something like dogs in a bow tie, or you know, like for example, like something that gets attention, whatever it might be. I don't know, bride who's eating McDonald's, or whatever your business is. Or like if you're selling, for example, bathtubs, have a picture with Julia Roberts in the bath. You know, just be creative, like, because Instagram is a platform for creativity, when creativity meets creativity. Use balloons, use bright colors, just think out of this outside of the squares. And then I will share with you the apps. When you, even if you don't have the balloons or something, you can always add on. It's a great app that is like, I'll touch base on it later on. So the next slide, as we can see now, we have 3 accounts, which is Catalina, Tony Robbins, and Marie Boucher. So as you can see, Tony Robbins, how he's got like, he's got a business account. You can see, you see like an emoji, and it says the nation's life and business strategies, boom, entrepreneur, boom, top business leader, boom. So he's got this little emoji, and you clearly can see who he is, right? And then on the very bottom, you can see the circles. So the circles, what the circles are, this is the stories that you can save. For example, if you have people who are giving you the feedback, what you do, you just add your feedback as a story, and then you save them in the circle. So they stay there forever. But the beauty of it, all the feedbacks that you have, people click on the feedback and they can see it all. You can have the category, for example, like listen, like Tony has got his podcast in there, right? Also, you can see UPW San Jose, right? So he would have there everything about the UPW San Jose. If you've written a book, you can have there my books, or like, I like how Tony has got like daily practice there, right? And you can see them, the little emoji. So what I like about this, you can see the third account, it has a Russian woman. She's teaching elegance for people with any budget. Even if she's in Russian, you can still see the clarity. You know, she's got emoji and she has got arrows. And Tony, you see the third account got arrows down, and Tony has got a hand down. So this is all call to action. So with Catalina, what I would advise you, do not send them to LinkedIn unless there is a call to action in there. Or you can say, for example, find out more about me, and do like an arrow, or do like a thumb down. And also, like here you say transformational coach and strategist. That's like, I would prefer not to use that and sign. I would do transformational coach, and I would have like an emoji before it. Then next line, strategies to busy leaders. So it's like boom, boom, boom. It's not a sentence. It's actually, you know, like your position, right? So how do you do it? For those who try to edit their Instagram profile, and if you just edit it, usually it doesn't work because it congests it. So how you do it? You write it with emoji, or if you've got an iPhone, in the app notes. So you have everything starts with a new line, like emoji, then transformational coach, then emoji, then strategies to busy leaders, like whatever, like it can be like a file, whatever you pick, right? And then from that, you just copy and paste. We call it the head of the Instagram, that actual description of you. So this hat has got certain rules. It's a narrow call to action, and also like, you know, bullet points. Everything should be written bullet points, and everything should start from the new, not like a sentence. It should start from the new line, and you do it in the notes. So what else is here? As you can see, you know, on the Tony page, you can see the writings are very clear and they're all within the box. With Catalina, you can see on the second picture, the writings are actually, you know, cut. So how you can actually eliminate it? You can, when you use the application over, so you use the application over, and then they have a format. They have like an Instagram size for stories, Instagram size for posts. So prior designing your post, please go to this app and format your picture so the writing stays within the circle. And also with Catalina, as you can see, it's a very busy writing that can't, you know, I can't really see clearly, and I can't, you know, like it's very hard to read. So people are unlikely to, like, don't write a full text unless it's like on the third picture, and I will show you later, when it's just like a clear background and you have your writing, but don't have a picture there. Or if it's you sitting on the beach, have just one liner. So we're moving forward. Now you can see I'm analyzing profiles just as an example. Vino, Joseph, and Anastasia. So with Vino, great job. Like, you know, it's very clear. Love the name. So I help families take their lives from chaos to harmony. Beautiful. So like, I would write there, just find more about me, and I would put the arrow to sign up. But as you can see with Vino, it's not really clear who are these children, you know, what are they talking about. So I would like to put the cover and to say, hey, this is a feedback, or it's a child talking about such and such. And so, and have basically one font writing for everything. With Joseph McClendon, if you can see on his Instagram, you can see this blue writing. I like that you can see it. All the letters are quite big. And if you go on his page, you can see he always uses the same font, the same blue color, and the same at Joseph McClendon. So pick one and use it like sporadically. For example, 3 pictures, 1 quote, 3 pictures, 1 quote, but there should be like a system to it. Vino doesn't have any circles underneath, so that's what I'm suggesting for her to do. So she can have categories of her life, like feedback from clients, for example, like advice, tips for parents, and so on and so forth. What else is here? Like, even if you can see my account, right? So I have a you know, clear background, you know, like my logo and my writing. So and I have like a system, so like one color scheme. So like ideally you should, not ideally, but it's desirable when you have one similar color for all. So we keep moving forward, and you can see here. So the very first one, it's one of my favorite profiles that I always look at, and you have to have those as well. It's accounts that give you ideas. It's accounts that you like to look, right? So as you can see, she has got like two writings. It's exactly the same background. It's the same writing, and you know, her whole feed is the same color, and it's pleasant for the eyes. With Catalina, you can see it's a little bit like not even like a rainbow. It's like it's very busy. So like if you are to write, use one font and one color. Also, you can see the IGTV. It was a phone call, but it's not clear, you know, what is it all about? Why shall I look at it? And then also, you know, the writing is cut. So I wouldn't be doing it. And also with the Russian ballet, again, like it's not clear what it is. And like you can see that there is no strategy, no planning, right? And the third picture, I just wanted to, I just really liked it for whatever it is. It's a good quality picture. You can see she put an effort in that. So if you are to have a picture, it doesn't have to be a professional photo shoot, even if it's even if it's desirable, because you are the brand, and why not portray yourself as your best? And it's fun, you know, like if you know, like collaborate with some photographers and some stylists and designers and do a photo shoot themed. you know, for whatever you do. And then, you know, people at the end of the day, it's beautiful to see that you put some, invested some effort and some time in showing what you do. When you look great, fantastic, with great quality makeup, great background, and doing like something that gets attention. And you can always Google for some ideas for your business, you know, interesting and fun pictures in whatever area you're doing, and then, you know, put it on Instagram. It's just like a fun way to express yourself. But just put some thought and consideration, especially when you have a layer, like just think in advance, like, you know, months ahead, you know, like the plan for your posts, what you're going to write about, what would you like them to do, and what pictures would you like to post, and you know, like think that they all should be kind of like aligned, you know, like just think ahead. Also, there are apps that they can help you to design pictures in advance. Moving forward, so you can see the writings. There are so many ways to use the writings, and I like it. So I always say that please put the writings on your IGTV, on your post, so you can see like how they've done the photo shoot for the whole family, who is who, and you know, like they all dress the same thing, and you know, they did the writing. So this picture actually gathered a lot of engagement. And same as the girl, you can see like she's the same girl, you know, like you can see the results. The first picture has a blue tick, and the second, like next to it, has like a cross, and then the writing, you know, it's like do's and don'ts. So that always gets engagement, before and afters. And also you can see here like how the woman is sitting, and she just inserted the writings on the chairs. So you can do that as well. Just have fun with that, like make it attractive. So the next slide, it's like I'm doing now currently, it's like something that I offer, like a drawing, like a self-portrait with as an art therapy, right? So I, you know, like you can see, even if it's the picture of the hand that is covered with paint, you know, it clearly says that like we draw together. You can still see my logo and my logo and my you know, my link to my page. So when you put the link to your page, it actually helps people to recognize who you are and to come to you. And right next to it, you can see people are crossing the road vertically rather than horizontally. So it just is a rule for the Instagram. Don't do anything like, you know, sideways. Instagram loves it just like something that is right, like straight in your face. And you know, it loves the pictures like, you know, the girl falling out from the jet. It doesn't, you don't need the jet. You can just do like a fall from the couch or something. But some things like people want to see, oh my God, what happened? Like what's going on? When they just want to find out more. So that gets engagement. So how often to post? So post, every one post a day is ideal. Stories you can do 3, 4, 5, feel creative. And like the only thing, like 4 hours minimum between the posts. So as you can see, this scale, that's for my high C people. So like how rewarding it is to post it once a day. So like you can see the growth, right? So I'm trying to bring myself down, right? So hold on a second. Yeah, so you can see the engagement, like, you know, Instagram basically likes you to be engaged, and also that they also say thank you. If you bring traffic from other social media to Instagram, they kind of, as a thank you, they show your post to many more people, and you can do it free of charge. I wouldn't suggest at the first place, at the first, you know, to start paying for ads or to start for promoting yourself. I would try to do it for, you know, like for free, just to see the engagement, the power of hashtags. And then when you actually get the gist of it, the juice of it, then when you understand it, you know, like then you would pay for promotion, because what happens usually is like playing your poker machines when you don't understand it. And there is no such a thing as an Instagram school that can tell you, for example, hey guys, this is the rules, you know, to promote yourself on Instagram. So all people who are teaching now how to use Instagram, this is usually the people who are mentors. So there's people who had their accounts, you know, they've grown it, and they share with you how they've done it. But what worked for them then is not necessarily will work for you now. So, and you know, when you're giving other people the power to manage your Instagram, you know, that's always it's less favorable, because then you wouldn't understand how to do it, how you need to understand your avatar. So for example, when my my advisors for Instagram advise me something to do, I'm always like, you know, I know my followers very well. I know what they like, what they don't like. And so when they try to advise me, for example, to hide hashtags in the comments, I know my followers don't like that. My followers prefer hashtags in the post. The reason is because I use motivational hashtags that I found that are interesting. And I always get the compliments, oh my God, like, love your hashtags, like, you know, the beautiful, whatever. So when the girl said, no, the hashtags annoy people, that might be true in that school that were teaching her, because for whatever they were doing, it was annoying their customers. But the way I do it, I know my followers, they love it. So, and I get most of the engagement because of my hashtags. So that's why when people are telling you something to do, see for yourself, use your gut feeling, and know the pain and know the avatar of people who are you talking to. Imagine that it's one person and you know him inside out, what he likes, and try to talk through your Instagram to that person as he's the only person that, you know, you want to deliver your message to. So how you can get engagement, like right now, like if you just use the give stay home, Instagram says thank you and they increase your visibility. Please hide hashtags in your story, not in your post. Also, try to do quests and games. Like my Instagram went crazy for the math challenge. Also, they like things like, for example, like I had a client and, you know, that's a problem and how would you solve it? My personal, like, you know, my followers, they love these things, and also they love quests. They love sort of like, you know, like I always try to engage them. So like, you know, give me an advice, guys, like what's your opinion? And like whatever it is, the more controversial, the more provocative it is, the more comments and more engagements you get. Always just have in mind in that. Also, you can get free followers with the least unsubscribers by organically growing. Because if, for example, they would see your story or your post, they go on your page and they see a beautiful layout design, they understand what you are, what you're doing, and it's something, it's their niche, right? If they decide to click follow, they are unlikely to unfollow, because they didn't do it to win a prize. They didn't do it because, you know, like they were asked to or called to. They did it because they want to. And then it's your job to create them into your raving fan. And of course, enjoy the process, because your followers, they can see what you feel, and, you know, they respond accordingly. So free strategies to increase your visibility. Currently, like if, for example, we as a trainers, we can collaborate and follow each other and refer each other. Timing is the key. If like all people that you know help you and they go at the same time and they say, for example, hey, this person is going live on Saturday at 9 o'clock, please send a reminder, she's going to share with you an incredible value such and such. Or I'm going to, for example, talk about this product, and you ask your friends to you know, to inform their friends that that's what you're going to be doing. Then that's how, like, they talk about you, they tag you, people see you, and that's how you derive traffic to yourself. As I couldn't emphasize enough, call to action in every post. Like if you agree, tag those who need it, suggest your opinion, and so forth. Also, use the quality hashtags. What it is, don't use more than 9, period. Instagram wouldn't allow you to do more than 30. So ideally you would use more than 9, but also when you go to put the hashtags, you can see how many people are using it. So I would be I would be abstaining from using hashtags 1 million and above, because if you're just a new account, you know, imagine how many people post at the same time with the same hashtag, you wouldn't be seen. Your job, your objective is to be on the top, to be leading in the hashtag. And I'll explain to you. Also, you can do like a flash mob, for example, flash mob. What it is, like I call, for example, Catalina, you know, I dare you to put, for example, like your morning face and love it, and like with no filter, and love yourself no matter what. Like love yourself, for example, love yourself in the morning, right? We create like a hashtag, love yourself in the morning. And then like Catalina posted, and she's like, I'm participating in the flash mob with Anastasia. And then, you know, like, and then she's like, Vino, like, you know, inviting Vino to participate. And we create one hashtags, and the more people can use, you can create your own hashtag. And then when people, for example, go to Vino Inspires hashtag that was created by Vino, they can see all the posts with this hashtag. So that's, and you know, hashtag is just, it's just a tool how to engage more people, especially when you use it in a smart way. Use good quality hashtags that has less than 1 million of followers, and ideally you can say like less than 1,000 next hashtag, 17,000 next hashtag, 40,000 up to 100,000, and so forth. So that's how you can also get more engagement. You can collaborate with other bloggers. It's other, like, you know, when they're giving you the prize, or if you come as a guest speaker. And bloggers, like, you can pay for that, or, you know, like, ideally if you have friends with followers like 100,000 and above, you know, just ask them how you can add value. Because I know I've been collaborating with Meet Partners. She's got like 400,000 followers. So every time after my Insta live with her on her platform, I would get like, you know, like 1,000-2,000 followers from her platform, you know, who come and stay. So yeah, if you have a business account, always like use your analytics, see where people are coming from, who are the people and what they do. And, you know, you can always also give away on your own page, like, hey guys, you know, like for the funniest question to me, I'll give you a free consultation, or whoever's got asked me like a good quality question, I'll give you like whatever it is, you know, you nominate the price. That's like, use your creativity, right? Next page. So these apps, this is basically apps that generate you free hashtags. So you can use any of these apps. And what it is, but when you think about your client, like, and her pain, you basically put like, hey, you know, for example, Sally, like what she's likely to post, like if she's in pain, like, for example, how to, let's say, meet a guy, whatever. Then you go into these apps, and that will suggest you can even put a category. It has like travel hashtags, personal hashtags, photography hashtags, whatever it is. And it's also, you can put a hashtag, and it will actually help you to find the hashtags. But there is also another way, which is, and another way is, can you see here? It's a little bit like, I know it's a small writing, but here I put the, for example, you go into, on your Instagram, you go into the, when it's like top accounts, like in a search. When you go in a search, it offers you 4 categories: top account, tags, and places. So if you go, for example, in a top hashtags and you put cat, you can see the hashtag cat has 201 million. For your cat to be seen in that hashtag, chances are 0 to none. So like, but you can see on the very bottom, straight under, it suggests you other hashtags like cats of Instagram, cat life, or cat lovers, or cats of Instagram with the underscore. So it's see which hashtags would have like least visibility, and then use them as an idea, as an inspiration. And also, like, ideally, so you go, for example, at the hashtag, let's say, that has 12.2 million. That's probably way too much. So I would find the hashtags, let's say, let's imagine that the hashtags cats of Instagram today, let's say it has 12,000, right? So, and then you go there, you put the picture of your cat, and then you go to the hashtags and see if your picture gets likes and if it's seen. And then you know which hashtags are working for you or not. And then also you can see the post insights. You can see how well the post done, how many likes, how many people saved it, how many people forwarded it, how many accounts reached, and how many percentage who looked at your profile who were not following you. And also you can see on the bottom how many people looked at your post from hashtags and from home. So that's also story writing. Again, you can see like the first post I use as an example, it's Catalina's. If you don't put a space between hashtags, Instagram wouldn't show your post at all. So what it is, if you put hashtag then a word, and then hashtag straight away. The Instagram thinks it's one word, and usually this word doesn't exist, so it then doesn't recognize you. So you just basically wasted your time, and you know, you didn't do anything good. So what you have to do here: my world, picture of the world, then space, then ballet. As you can see, Carolina, she made a mistake. Catalina, she made a mistake. She said balcat rather than ballet. So what it does, you know, people unlikely to go and look for balcat. There would be only people who made a mistake. But even this one wouldn't be seen, period, because there is no space between the hashtags. So that's very important. And also, if you can see, Catalina is using the text that is jammed. You can't see the beginning of the sentence. And unfortunately, on Instagram, there is no such a thing as you can't basically start it from the next sentence. It doesn't work. So I suggest you get the app, which is Telegram. It's like WhatsApp. So after you get the Telegram, you add yourself to text for Instabot. Don't just disregard that it's Russian software, but what it does, if you write it in your notes, your posts, then you go to Telegram, and then you just copy the text, send, and it sends you back with the actual paragraphs that you can copy and paste back to Instagram. Right, so that's what it is. So the next page I wanted to highlight, it's about apps to strive. So my favorite apps to create a video, it's InstaShot. It's also Ova. Ova not only can reduce the pictures and sizes, it also helps you to create beautiful videos, and also story art, which helps you to create beautiful stories. I will never pay for the apps, even if it asks me to pay. I just use a free template, and if it's a paid template, I still use it. I just save it in my pictures, and then I just cut it. I just take a screenshot of the actual phone, and then I'll just cut it. So I use it all. Also, can you see here the app CC Mix Captions? So this is the app you would use to put subtitles on your video. And also you can see right on the bottom, it says www.remove.bg. So this is the app that I use if I need, for example, if you can see now my screen, right? And you can see it's a very busy background, and I just need to, just me as a person, like with a clear background. I use this app, and it helps me to extract the person and to have any background that I want. Also, one of the ways how to record the video, you can always record the screen, whatever you're watching. It can be like a motivational. You can, for example, your YouTube video, right? You go to your YouTube channel, you record it on your phone, your YouTube segment from your video, then you upload it in the stories, and you add the link to your YouTube channel. So that's how you can drive traffic from your Instagram to your YouTube. Yeah, Pocket Video is a great app as well, and TikTok, I use it as an app as well to create video, because you can fast forward, you can play with the speed, you can add some special effects and so forth. So next one, TikTok. With TikTok, there is lots of controversial, right? So I've heard it's about security things, and some people were telling me about, you know, that it's not safe. And I just know that this is the fastest growing app. So unfortunately, I jumped on my Instagram too late, when it was a lot late. So now it's a lot harder to promote yourself on Instagram. And that's why TikTok so far gives you that opportunity to actually grow a lot faster than Instagram. You can see just the fact that TikTok was downloaded 1.5 billion times and has 500 million users worldwide. And I know this is a platform for teenagers, yet if you Google coaching and stuff, so even the coaches and even politicians, I use it for like fun, quick videos. And it's not as demanding in Instagram in terms of the quality of your pictures, of your videos. So you can actually afford yourself just to put like, you know, like lower quality video, and just as long as it's fun, and you can put there the music and different effects, and it's captivating. You can put their writing and, you know, get them engaged. And I've seen lots of funny videos between, like, for example, I'm talking about Vino because she works with kids in the families, and there's lots of kids actually putting funny videos like for like that highlight the communication between them and the parents, and it's quite fun. So you can also send people from TikTok to your Insta and people from Insta to your TikTok. And also you can use apps like a VPN for TikTok to increase your visibility, and you can use onetalk.io. This is the app that I use. Basically, so far it works for TikTok and it doesn't work for Instagram, to create basically this app that helps you to earn likes, and this app that helps you to increase followers. And the thing is how it works, even if you kind of increase likes using this app, the TikTok still thinks that, you know, the more people liking your video, then the more people liking it, then it shows you to other people, and the more people see it, then the more people subscribe to you. So TikTok is easier to grow, and it's absolutely free. And TikTok is excellent for backstage fun. So that was me for today. So if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. And I hope your Instagram would be thriving and fun. Yours, Anastasia. And yeah, reach out to me if you have any personalized question. I'm quite happy to take you on board and to do, for example, 10-day challenge, you know, so we can both, like, for 10 days, I'll be sharing with you how to use the stories, what to do, basically just to share with you all the capacity of what is possible. And hopefully you'll find it fun, and you'll love it just as much as I do.